Holy crap, this box is enormous. Oh, I've got to reach all the way back there. It's all the way back. And holy Jeebus, this box is enormous. Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm the Defective Butcher, and thank you for tuning in to the Godzilla 2014 by Hiya Toys unboxing and review. Sorry, this box has me so frazzled. I don't know why it's so freaking big. Not only is it hella long. Hold on. Let's get Re-Evolved's box in here. Yeah, there's still so much space. Not only is he much longer, he's taller too. Like, I'm pretty sure the figure is supposed to be smaller than Re-Evolved, yet the box remains to be way bigger. So, again, sorry, I'm just super frazzled. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and look at this box here. So here you can see 2014 here standing in the San Francisco Bay looking all majestic. We got that beautiful cover art. Hold on. Alright, we can actually see that this San Francisco city line actually looks like it was taken straight from the DVD art. So hey, that's pretty cool. I'm with it. I don't know if it actually is, it just looks that way to me. If it is, that's awesome. If it's not, oh well. And then you can also see them doing the halo jump. This thing is just so freaking exciting to me, man. Anyway, here's the top of the box. And yeah, pretty much more of the same. Sides aren't really anything special. It's hard to show the sides. So let's go ahead and show the back. And you get a close-up of Godzilla there. And I'm noticing something interesting here. I can't tell, but it looks like they don't have the bicep swivel actually molded into this model, so I think this is a pre-update model. So hey, there you go. And then a bunch of Chinese, you know, your traditional Hiya box stuff. And then the bottom. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. I'm just gonna push the settings menu on my monitor, don't worry about it. Alright, let's go ahead. There we go. And, oh man, I'm very eager to find out why this box is so freaking long. Ugh. Good lord. Was his tail that long and wispy in the movie? I don't remember. I do not remember. And then, of course, you get an alternate pair of hands, which is the fists, which seems to be the standard now for Hiya fashion. This is a pretty heavy figure, very heavy. And honestly, it wouldn't be a Hiya Godzilla if he weren't the heaviest he can be. Automatically, I love this. Ooh. Ooh, he's got a smell about him. Ooh, very manufactured smell. Alright. And then we got the hands, which are coming out now. And the setup remains to be whack. And here he is. Hold on, let me get my turntable. Every time I open a Hiya figure, it always feels like an event. This guy is for sure going to need a hairdryer. It looks so good. These dorsal fins are actually a lot more solid feeling than I thought they would be. So hey, that's pretty good. Unless it's these, and then these just feel a little tougher. Oh yeah, this guy just needs some playtime. He'll loosen up. Alright, so first impressions are, he's very small. I don't know if he's standing straight up. Right now, he's not very posable, just because, well, that's Hiya standards. At this point, you have to use a hairdryer on these. That's just the way it is. He's so majestic looking. And now, let's pull in Re-Evolved and see just how short he is. Golly. Okay, let's get Re-Evolves. There we go. Yeah, substantially shorter. Which does make sense. He grew like a whole 12 meters in the span of one movie. So, yeah, it makes sense that he would be shorter. But the details look very nice on this guy, actually. Looks very good. Oh, and having that clearance for the midsection rotation. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. That is much appreciated. Thank you. It looks like they actually updated the legs too. So, oh my goodness. That is a hell of a knee bend. Hold up. Am I crazy? No, they did absolutely update the leg articulation. That's awesome. Okay. A damn good knee bend. Holy hell. First impressions are, I really like this thing. I think it's amazing. I enjoy the different mold. I enjoy the fact that he is so different as opposed to the previous iterations. Oh, he's gonna definitely need a hairdryer. It doesn't help that he came on a cold day. So, yeah, so far, so good. I really like this thing. Now I'm going to go play with it for the rest of the day, and then, yeah, I'll see you guys back here and now. Alright. I gave him plenty of time to disappoint me, and disappoint me he has not. Sorry for the little fake out, but yeah, I have zero faults with this thing. I think it's a fantastic figure from top to bottom. I mean, I guess if I had to get nitpicky, it'd have to be the teeth paint, but realistically, that's about it. Honestly, I love everything about him from head to tail, man. Like, even this weird wispy long tail, I like it. It's not bad, honestly, and the articulation's actually a little bit better than, say, Re-Evolved here, where, you know, it's all stiff. But dude, like, even the size I was expecting to be, you know, a little upset about, but no. After having played with SH figures, I can safely say the size on this thing is not an issue. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about him today. We can see he's going to be mostly this dark brown gray that's just all over him, and it looks great, honestly. And who am I to say if it is accurate? Because like hell if I could tell if this paint job is accurate, because the movie is just so goddamn dark, dude. It's really hard to tell. To contrast the dark of the back and like just the body in general, the belly kind of rounds it out with this nice soft tan, and it looks fantastic. Actually, I really enjoy the tan belly, like the different colored belly with the contrasting darkness of the outer layer of skin. And as a matter of fact, it even continues down into the palms of the hands, as well as the bottoms of the feet. And it goes all the way to the tip of the tail, which I really enjoy with some like dark, I don't know if you call that shading, but it's just like dry brushing or whatever. It looks nice. And then, if I really had to nitpick paint, again, teeth and eyes, that's pretty much it. That's the most I can give nitpicking. So, yeah, the eyes, they're not the greatest. I mean, they are looking forward. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on. But, yeah, they're looking forward, which is not the most I can say about it, but, yeah, there we go. And then, obviously, the teeth. It looks like a bloody mess down there. A giant glob of paint for teeth. The bottom row. Let's see if we can actually get decent focus. There we go. Oh my god, that is so much better. Alright, so top row teeth look like a bloody... Alright, it looks like if you, as a kid, mixed ketchup and mayo together. This is the best way I can describe the top teeth. As like a glob. And then the bottom teeth look... they look okay for the most part, I guess. I mean, it's still like they took a brush and went like that with it, but... honestly, I'm not going to complain too much because I like the rest of the figure. So, some minor teeth paint isn't going to bug me too awful much. And then we can move the tongue and see that the color of the inside of the mouth is actually different from Re-Evolved, who had like a more purple coloration going on inside his mouth. So yeah, this was a little more purple, Their teeth were widely unpainted, I think, whereas the teeth here are painted. Not the most pleasant color, and the inside of the mouth is more of a, like, I want to say a starburst looking color. I'm not sure what though. Anyway, let's look at these gills. Yeah, they really stand out this time. I mean, they're obvious here, but on 2014, they're like really obvious. It's not gonna blend in with the rest of the thing because they actually added like highlight paint to it around the outside, a little bit of that tan to the outside of each gill, and it looks nice. Honestly, not each one, but I mean, some of the couple of them up here don't have the highlight paint, but yeah. And then you'll see some browns all over the place. I just really like the paint on this thing. It looks very nice is what I'm trying to say. Let's go ahead and look at the back, see if there's any kind of paint back here. Nope, it's all pretty even. So yeah, there we go. 2014 is a pretty solid figure. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk? Alright, let's move on to giving this thing a score. Paint gets a gold star. Now let's move on to detail. Detail is one bit that I'm actually really looking forward to. And one thing I've been doing is going back and forth between pre-evolved and 2014 and just comparing all the details. I love the detail on this thing. I adore the detail on this thing, and this will continue to be my absolute favorite figure, the Revolved. Mostly just because he is my first Godzilla figure, my first premium Godzilla figure. So yeah, he will remain my favorite. But I actually kind of like the way they did the detail on this more. It looks so good. Like, I don't know if it's the scale of the figure that lends itself to letting the detail pop a little more, or what's going on. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what's going on, but I really like the detail more on this guy. It's going to widely be the same. Like, a lot of the bumps and the grooves are going to be the same between the two, between this guy and 2014. Biggest difference is going to be like the shape of the head, which is going to be a little slimmer, I do believe. 2014's head is going to be ever so slightly slimmer, but mostly the same, aside from being slimmer. And then, of course, the dorsal fins. And if you don't know why the dorsal fins are different, I highly encourage you to look it up. Go read the comics. They're not too shabby. The art style is a little but the story is pretty good. And yeah, you thought the Mutos were bad in 2014, just go read the comics. So yeah, since detail is widely the same, the feet are a little different too, so just thought I would mention that. I think they did use the CG files between this one and that one, so yeah, detail is going to get a gold star because it is fantastic, and the tongue looks great, as always, and so does everything else. One more thing for detail. Get alternate fist hands, which apparently is just the norm now for Hiya. So yeah, there you go, fist hands, if that's your thing. Also, if you can find somebody that's selling like a mold of the female Muto head, you could probably have him gripping that. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to articulation. Between these two, articulation has changed drastically. Oh boy, dude, I am really excited to talk about this. Articulation is much better on this thing as opposed to this thing. Let's go ahead and get into it. First off, we're going to start here at the head. Let's go ahead and rip his head off. And I'll rip the head off of Energized Godzilla here, just because his is a little easier to do than the other one. Never mind, I lied apparently. There we go. Yeah, they changed it a lot. The neck joint used to be this, but now it's this, and I actually kind of like this a little more. It allows for just a little bit more articulation. How much more you're gonna get out of it with this, I don't know. But surely it's better than this. I guess we can figure that out now. So let's go ahead and reassemble Goji's neck here. Yeah, sorry for deheading you. Deheading. I'm gonna decapitate your head. So let's start with looking up between these two. Alright, so he can look up about that far, And 2014, about the same amount. Maybe a little less, it might just be because he's smaller. Yeah, no, it's a little less actually. No, it's about the same amount. I'm not doing a good job of showcasing that, but anyway, let's do down. Yeah, he can actually kind of look down this time, which isn't bad. It does reveal a little bit of the neck here, but honestly, not too bad otherwise. I really enjoy it. How about some side? Yeah, the side is just a little deeper on 2014. So, hey, there you go. 2014 has better articulation overall on the heads. Let's talk about these arms. Now he can lift his arms out like that. How much can he do? Not even remotely the same. Dude, they did so many improvements with this figure specifically that make me so happy, dude. Like, just so much of the articulation is improved. Obviously, he can do a full 360 with that. Let's go ahead and give these new arm articulation bits some time to shine. So they allow for a bicep swivel, obviously, and a forearm swivel, which is brand new, starting with this thing. But this articulation is actually inspired a whole lot by SH Monster Arts, because he can get a pretty deep elbow bend. Holy jeebus, that is so tight. That is such a tight elbow bend. Whereas before, the best you could get him to do was a 90-degree bend, which not a whole lot. The arm can bend a lot deeper than that naturally. So yeah, I'm happy that they spent the time to try and figure that out on this guy. So yeah, and obviously the wrists are on ball joints, so hey, they're a little easier to pull off and put on than Energized was. So hey, there you go. Alright, let's talk about these legs now. So legs can do a full legs can do a full 360. Not very comfortably though. I pushed mine a little hard to show you that yes, they can do a full 360. Also, they can go in about like that. Let's go ahead and get this arm out of the way. They can go in like that and out like that. So about the same there. I forgot to mention the mid section here. So yeah, he can bend forward about like that and back like that. And of course, he can rotate unimpeded because the dorsal fins are completely different, which is absolutely amazing. I love it. You love to see it. And I guess technically that counts as better articulation because this guy's dorsal fins get in the way. Alright, now let's talk about these knees. They're an interesting story. Yet again, they're taking inspiration from SH Monster Arts, and I couldn't be happier to see them do it. First off, this knee can bend like no tomorrow. Just for example, let me show you how deep this knee can bend on Pre-Evolved. It can bend like that. Now look how crazy deep 2014 can go. Dude, it is nuts the amount that they let him go. Also, they changed up something here in the knee, something else, and they made it a freaking ball joint, dude. What the flip? So now you get a calf swivel throughout the entire shin, and honestly, I'm for this. Like, I'm not sure how it's going to improve posing, but dude, it's nice. And then the ankle, of course, being on a ball joint, it's pretty much the same amount of articulation. And the tail articulation is pretty much the same until you get to the tip, and then it begins to become a little tighter. You get tighter bends. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about that score. Obviously, the score is a gold star. This thing is fantastic when posing. I love posing him. I love the size. He's honestly great. Gold star for the articulation. I guess personal enjoyment is also a gold star because I love this thing so much. I love 2014. It's the movie that got me into Godzilla as a whole. You know, it's what made me watch Final Wars. It's what made me watch 1954. It opened the floodgates for me to just find and discover stuff. So yeah, I love this movie and I love this figure, and I'm real happy to see it. I'm really happy to have 2014 as a figure, and I'm happy Hiya did a fantastic job with them. So yeah, I'm also really happy that they updated all of the articulation, it seems. Well, most of. They updated the neck, so now he can look down, and yeah, he can look like a tighter left and... Whoop. He can do a tighter left and right. In case you didn't know, the heads are meant to be popped off, so you can swap them on the heat ray variants. Because I do believe the articulation is pretty much the exact same between Hiya's non-heat ray and heat ray variants. Also, alternate hands, not necessary, but appreciated. Overall score is, of course, a gold star. Get this thing if you can. I know as of right now, the US release version of this is quite a lot. You might be able to get them for cheap on like Cowkiss or something. So try checking over there if you can. I'm going to leave a link to them down below to my affiliate link. So if you want to help support the channel, go ahead and buy them from Amazon. But I mean, if you can find them cheaper, always go with the cheaper alternative. Yeah, there you go. That's Godzilla 2014. I love this figure, and yeah, I know you guys will too. And thanks so much for watching. Peace.